Okay, let's say we want to start a composition using the repeated shapes method. So I would take a pencil, prepare my paper, and decide on a color scheme. I've taped my paper down this time, so I am going to end up with a lot of dust. I can't tap out while I'm drawing, but I think it's better than having the paper slide around. So I'm risking that today. And then I use this shape a lot in my drawings. It's sort of like it's a blob. I use it in my drawing, in my sculpture, so it's an organic, irregular shape. And I'm gonna just draw it in different sizes and orientations over a few times. So right now I've got dominant, subdominant, and subordinate. I don't want more than one very large dominant shape, but we can put as many subordinate shapes as we want. And I'll just try to overlap them. I'm already getting a kind of a mid-century vibe from this drawing. That might be enough. I also feel like I might just want to add a circle here and maybe a larger circle here just enclosing this space, because it feels like that line could go there. So I've already made a decision about my color scheme. I want to work in blues. So I've got all my blues prepared up here, and I'm just going to move them a little bit closer. And I have white so I can make tints, and gray so I can make tones. And I've got some tissue and some cotton and an eraser here too. So I think I'll just start with, I mean, you can just start anywhere, but I think I'll just start with a dark blue and just create like a large field of color on this circular shape that I've created. And then I am going to imagine the light source coming from over there. So I'm going to logically darken these areas in a way that looks as though perhaps they're three-dimensional. So I'm just adding some darks here, and then I'm going to play around with my colors. So this is a little bit of a brighter blue. Great. Blend that on top, and that there, and that there. And I see all these spaces that I created with my pencil, and I can choose to adhere to them, or I can choose to, you know, disregard them. But for now, I'm going to adhere to them. I can see them. I don't know how well they're visible in the video at the moment. I'm just adding. There's a line here that I think I'll try to remind myself is there. And then I think I'll just get the lighter blue. It's already kind of a tint that's made for me. And a lighter blue, and the lighter blue, and the lighter blue. Now you want to layer and blend your colors. You don't just want to use the same colors by themselves as if you were like coloring in a coloring book with a Crayola. And one great way to blend and neutralize, we know we can neutralize a color by using its complement, but I don't want to add yellow in here because I'm afraid it will brighten. So I'm neutralizing with gray right now. And then I can take my cotton and all of that powder that's on the surface, I can work it into the surface of the paper. Now it's up to you if you want to work the color into the surface of the paper, or if you want to let the little sparkle of the paper come through there. Or maybe you want to do a little bit of both. Now I'm not pushing super hard, I'm just getting this powder worked around. And then the most important thing to do next is to layer color back into there. So I lost some of the darks, so I'm going to darken back up in there. So it's a process of blending and layering and blending and layering, and then maybe I want to lighten this area up. I think I'm going to use, this is a more compressed, I think I want to use the white from my softer softer pastel. And it's really important with the white, especially, like all of these are going to get dirty. So we clean them on a tissue or a little towel or a little cotton ball. Then we won't be transferring whatever color we used last with them on there. Whenever you want the illusion of three-dimensional space, you know you want to put dark tones right next to light tones, and the darks will push back and the lights will come forward. And you'll start to get an illusion of depth there. So you'll often find, because value is relative, that your darkest darks are right next to your lightest lights. I start to lose my line there. All right, so I'm going to pause this and go to time lapse, and you can watch me complete this drawing without having to look at every single moment of it.